Hey, what's up guys? Robbie back at you again with another cryptocurrency video, and Bitcoin looks to be making a pretty decisive move here, and there should be some pretty crazy price action here in the next couple of days. If that sounds interested, then stay tuned. Okay guys, as we were talking about in our previous video, that Bitcoin is making this descending triangle pattern, and we were talking about a potential breakout to the top side. And as we can tell, that we did break out of that shortly after we did that video. That video is going to be right here in the top right corner, by the way, just in case you want to get up to speed. But we did break out to the upside, and this is good. This is bullish, right? But we are at a level of resistance, so let's break that down. So we do have this Fibonacci level right here represented by this blue line, and I said that this is about the 102 level and we wanted to see support on it. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days of support on top of this level so far. And on 2 of those days, we actually wicked down, and we did get some support on this trend line right here on this descending triangle. So all this is bullish. So what's next? Well, we know when we drew that target, right, for this descending triangle right here, when we drew that target, we put it at the breakout point. We can see that we got a target around top of 116, the low 117 area for a target here. And but we are not there yet, right? Obviously it's been like 10 days, and we kind of have some volume but more of a lack of volume. So let's talk about that, right? And to talk about that, we're gonna need to go down to a shorter time frame. We were just on the daily. This is gonna be the 4-hour time frame, and I actually think that this shows like a lot more of what's going on. And keep in mind that a lot of this is, you got to give and take because of the presidential election and all the hype and stuff that's been going on. So the chart is not going to look as perfect, but I believe it is still showing like something similar. So we broke out right here, right? And this was that area of breakout that we were talking about. And we can see that we were bouncing and we broke out of that bigger pattern. But now it looks that we have made this smaller pattern here, ascending triangle, right? Because we have like increasing support here with pretty flat resistance. Now, in contrary, this day was the presidential election day, and we can see that it kind of like had a fake breakout type of thing. I believe that this was due to like FOMO. So this was FOMO. I don't believe that was legitimate. But as we can see, we are bouncing on the support, and then we're hitting that resistance. We kind of hit it here, bouncing on the support, hitting the resistance, going over here, hitting the resistance, and now we're right here. And this is something that like I've seen a lot is we'll get something like this and we'll get the touches here. So we get one touch, then touch, 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 and then we touch for the third time, and then we do like a little half thingy here. And I've seen this a lot. I don't know what it's called. I call it like a hook. So I think we're like gonna hit this hook here. I think it's just going to go like this. I mean, there's also potential that it's going to go back down over here, but that's going to be above our support, right? Because we were talking about this 102 level being very strong support, and it did show up as support right here. All the candles closed above it, and right here, all the candles closed above it. These are 4-hour candles. These are significant, and I don't think that this is going to go down and touch this again. I think it could. It's possible. We are like getting a lot of dojis here. It's actually all doji price action. But we are staying above this 41 RSI level. We can see that's showing significance here, here, here. So this is a very good level too. But I expect that we're going to break out of this ascending triangle by the latest a couple days here. I'm actually predicting it by the end of tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, January 26, 2025. I think that's when the decisive move is going to happen. Obviously, all patterns can break out to the upside or the bottom side, right? So if we get the price target for this on the bottom, it'd be roughly this. And if we were to break out here, we would see that that would break us down to around the $92,000 level, and we would be like going back into this descending triangle, which would be very interesting, right? Because this price action could have shown to be completely fake due to the presidential election, and we should have maybe still been inside this descending triangle. And then so we don't know if this was going to break out bullish or bearish, right? So if we did have a breakdown to the downside, that would bring us right back down into this descending triangle, which descending triangles do usually break down to the downside, which we already got our targets for that. And if we just get this line, it's the same target, right? If we get this line, our target's right here. It's already marked around the $75,000 level, which, you know, maybe we would get caught up at this fib level right here at the $82,000 level. But usually this target would hit, so it'd probably, you know, bounce right here and go down. And ultimately, I think it would hit this fib level right here at $72,000. But again, I mean, it's like kind of indecisive, right? But as of right now, it broke out to the top side. So because it broke out to the top side and we're showing like another pattern here, more inclined to say that this is going to break out to the top side. And again, because this is flatline resistance, the target is going to be the exact same, like regardless of where you put it. So we put it right here. Our target is at the $116,000 level right here. The low 116s. It's in a little bit of contrast to the other target that we made, which showed us breaking out of this descending triangle, but it's very close. That one was around the top of the 116s. It was like around right here. So we have two patterns showing the same upward target, right, at the 116 to 117 level. So I think this is going to be the next stop for Bitcoin, just depending on what we see. Obviously, anything's possible, but if we see a decisive break of this resistance right here at the 107 and we make a new high, 116 is going to be the next stop. And then, but on the same, you know, if we break down to the downside, if we break this 102 level and we break below this descending triangle resistance, then I think it's more ultimate of a goal or a target that we're going to hit actually that $75,000 level. So yeah, that's the TA for Bitcoin today. I mean, it's kind of just like, everybody here, we're just waiting, right? We got positions open. Hopefully you open positions more down here before the 100K out breakout, and then you're now holding above this 102 level support. But, you know, safe bet is to just keep holding. If it breaks underneath 102, look to sell and rebuy. But yeah, that's just where we're at. So, and if you like this video, just please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. And subscribe. And yeah, and I know I've been promising like some altcoin videos, and I promise they will be coming out very soon. I have some altcoins here on the right that I've been looking at, so those will be talked about in some upcoming videos. So yeah, I mean, I really appreciate everybody watching, and thank you, and have a good day. Bye.